So I got a question from one of the viewers, right? I don't know him. He usually don't frequent, but he just asked it, and I thought it was a good question. And it was, how do you re-imprint a woman, right? First of all, shout out Ron Wills. He's the first person I heard of the term imprint, which a lot of people kind of get wrong, right? An imprint isn't just one guy. An imprint is a blueprint of what the girl likes, right? According to Ron Wills, you know, what Ron Wills said, and it makes sense, is the first 2 to 3 guys that she is intimate with, right? So let's give a quick generic example, right? Quick ass generic example. She is, when she's in her early teens, right? 14, 15, whatever, she gets with 3 type of guys: a jock, a player, and a popular guy, right? Just a generic. This is just generic. This is generic. This doesn't apply to all chicks. I'm just giving you a umbrella, right? Now, the type of guy that she's gonna go after is probably an athletic guy who's somewhat of a player. Okay, that's the type of guy in general. Now, that can it change? Of course, it can change, because if you know women, right, you know that they like guys of they explore guys. Okay, they explore them to some extent. Okay, but that's generally the kind of guy that she's gonna go for, is the athletic, you know, shout out body game once again, athletic type of guy with some sort of swag, something like that, right? So that's what imprint really means. Now, what the commentator was talking about, and a quick little side note here, I don't be answering just anyone's comments, right? As a matter of fact, I don't answer like 99% of them, of questions. Asking me, hey, can you do a video of this? I don't know you. Who the fuck are you? You feel what I'm saying? If you really want me to answer a question like that, Cashapp, right? It's in the description. Feel me? Because it's kind of weird that people think, you know, that I'm already giving you free shit, right? I'm already giving you free stuff. So for you to think that I'm gonna give you more, like, cater to Lil you, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, okay, bro, I got a Cash App for a reason, but I'm gonna answer this one, right? What this guy is referring to when he says re-imprint is, he's really referring to, can you get this chick to be on you and not think about her exes, or that one ex that she's really stuck on, right? Because men or women, right, both of us, not just women, I'm not gonna put the blame, I'm not just gonna be, oh, women got that one guy they never let. No, men, we're the same way too. We all have that one ex that was just fine as hell, that was just all that we think about, even though we would not necessarily get back with her, we just think about her, right? Women are the same way. What this guy is asking is, can we re-imprint that so we can be that guy? And the answer is nuanced. Okay, it's gonna depend on factors. It's gonna depend on, number one, the girl herself. Is she healthy enough? Is she healthy enough to get that guy out of her existence or her memory bank and have a healthy relationship with a new guy, right? It's solely gonna be based upon her. Is she willing to put in that work to have a healthy relationships going forward, right? That's number one. It's all on her. Because fellas, a chick that's stuck to a guy, and usually, you know, usually these guys, and this is an unfortunate truth, we're pieces of crap, right? A lot of times these guys were really no good, really didn't even love the chick like that. Okay, this is the part, this is the screwed up part. Really didn't even really care about the chick like that, and they're stuck on this guy. And the guy's head, in his mind, the chick really didn't really need crap to him. You feel me? But she just stuck on him. Okay, he in a sense imprinted her. He's the guy that she thinks about, that she'll go back to. You dig? And like I said, it's really up to her. It's how stable she is mentally and how willing she is to let this guy go. Because one thing about it is, if she does go back to this guy, what's gonna end up happening more times than not is he's gonna bang her a couple of times and let her go again, right? And it's unfortunate because the reason why it didn't work out in the first place is because the guy really didn't even like her like that, and he had no problem just letting her go, right? This is for the most part. Now, I'm not saying this is every single time, but for the most part, this is the case, okay? Or it could have been a case of the relationship just kind of fizzled out for whatever reason. He got in a serious relationship because they really weren't that serious with each other, and he got, whatever the case is, okay? So that's number one. It depends on her. You can't force a human being to do anything, okay? Which is why it's extremely important to, on top of everything I'm gonna say, is to know yourself, is to not dwell on what might happen, because you got, a lot of guys on these red pill space communities and shit, they're so worried about what they can't control. Look, if you're a solid dude, if you're doing everything you need to do, if you're healthy, you're on your health mentally, physically, right? You got your sex appeal up, you got your finances, all that good stuff, you being a solid man. If something is gonna happen out of your control, don't dwell on that, because what another explanation of insanity is dwelling on something that is out of your control. So if the chick that you're with is a big piece of hot steaming pile of shit, and she does step out of the relationship, there's nothing you could have done to control that, right? There's nothing you could have done to control that. So don't dwell on it. Don't be like, oh man, she's gonna go back to her ex. Don't dwell on that. Just be the solid man that you are. That's all you can be, which is gonna lead me to my next point, right? My next point is, video cut off, my fault. Another way you can quote unquote re-imprint her, quote unquote, and I use that term kind of loosely, right, is by you being a solid man, by you being the best guy that you can possibly be, okay? If you know you're doing your best, being a leader, right, taking care of business, being a protector, being a good lover, you doing your part. You doing your part. If she is a girl that is truly attracted to you, if she's a girl that is a good girl, right, or at least she's healthy enough, she's gonna pour back into you, right? And she's gonna pour back into you. See, this is how you know you with a good woman, fellas. You pour into her and she pours right back into you, right? You perform acts of services. You're your best masculine self. You make sure she's protected, right? Because believe it or not, a woman isn't just gonna submit to you and you're not being a protector. You're not being a leader. What is she gonna submit to? Just because you have a thing in between your legs? No, that's not how it works, right? That's some feminist type of ideology. Oh, he should just respect me because I'm a woman, right? A lot of you guys have this type of feminist ideology of she should just respect me and submit because I'm a man, right? It doesn't work like that, partner, right? So with that being said, a good woman that truly cares about you, truly loves you, she's gonna pour back in. If you're being your best masculine self, she's gonna be her best feminine self, right? She's gonna pour back into you. She's gonna make sure you're taken care of. She's gonna be asking you questions like, hey baby, are you good? She's gonna care about your well-being. I know a lot of you guys can't believe that because women just want to use you up. You know what I'm saying? That's that type of mentality that a lot of guys have. Or she's just gonna, what that tells me is that you don't feel like you're worthy of being cared about and you don't feel like you're being loved, right? Which is the number one problem. And this is something you need to be aware of if you're trying to quote unquote re-imprint a chick, is she's not gonna grow an attachment to you. She's not gonna grow emotional connection to you if you don't respect yourself, if you don't feel like you're worthy, if you ain't being the best man, right? So with that being said, if she views you as if she's attracted to you, sexually attracted to you, right? And she sees that you're good, that you are a masculine, that you respect yourself, right? That you have an air about you of, hey, look, I'm good in myself. You know, the thing is to have this mentality of, hey, you're beautiful, I love you, I cherish you. At the same time, though, I'll be good with or without you because I know myself as a man. And this is how a chick is gonna get attached to you, right? And at that point, if she sees you as that guy, 9 times out of 10, fellas, if you're a solid dude, you're gonna be better than that guy she has some sort of attachment to, right? You're gonna be more masculine. You're gonna be, because 9 times out of 10, let me tell you guys something. If first of all, if a chick has a guy that she just completely can't get over, you know, and he's like a no good bummy ass dude, you don't want to be with this chick in the first place. You don't want that. It's beneath. If you're a solid dude, that's beneath you. You're actually decreasing your own value by being with a chick that is willing to step out on you, right? But with that being said, 9 times out of 10, if you know yourself, if you're healthy, mentally wise and physically wise, you know yourself, you're gonna be better. You're gonna add more value to this dude. She's gonna grow more of an attachment because she knows to get better than you is gonna be a hell of a task. Okay, because the thing about it is, women always want to feel like you're better than them, and this is a reality a lot of chicks won't admit, but deep down inside they know it. They want a guy that's stronger than them. They want a guy that is more of a hustler than them. They want a guy that's more aggressive than them, more dominant, right? So if she feels like you're better than her, not better than her in a sense of you're a better human than her or your life is worth more than her. No, that's not what I'm saying at all. I mean better as in you're adding more value to the point where she could just do her feminine thing, okay? And she knows that deep down inside, you're better than that bum ass ex. And for her to step out, she's risking. She's gonna be a chick. Look, a chick that reveres you and respects you. She's going to be worried she's gonna lose you. She's gonna have the feeling of, oh shit, I might lose my man. I don't want to do that, right? I don't want to lose my man because I respect him and I love him, and I wouldn't want to do anything that would cross the boundary, right? And this is assuming that we're talking about a chick that we're assuming is somewhat healthy and somewhat honorable and respectable, okay? This is assuming all of the shit. Now, this is all assumptions. Like I said, you can't control a human to do shit, right? Anyway, with that being said, I hope that answered the question. Ultimately, it's really up to her, you feel me? And you really can't control what anyone else does, but this is the closest way, all right? That being said, y'all be good. Peace.